No sentía sed ni hambre. No sentía nada, aparte de una indiferencia general por la vida y la muerte. Pensé que me estaba muriendo. Y esa idea me llenó de una extraña y oscura esperanza.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Friday afternoon stream. You might be wondering, why are you live at 4 p.m.? The stock market just closed, but guess what? It's actually, unironically,
it's time for Power Hour.
Yeah, dude, we have like Power Hour for the metals and commodities right now. Less than an hour till their daily, weekly closes. I'm starting the stream with silver, because silver is the king of the metals today in terms of it's the only one making all-time highs. I mean, obviously platinum and palladium are doing good things. Tin did great things. Aluminum did great things. We'll talk about all the metals, but none of them doing what silver's doing. We have a crazy, crazy run on our hands. As you can see, you could look at the 4 hour. Give me an audio check, make sure we're good there. You can see this insanely nice channel being respected for the most part, the demand line, as they did again. And last night, just about everything, you know, everything was kind of selling off, not looking too amazing. And then the long-awaited Bank of Japan interest rate decision occurred. And they did, of course, decide to raise interest rates by 25 basis points, which now their interest rate is, I think, 75 basis points overall. And that made the market go crazy, where the US dollar appeared against the yen spiked. Your cryptos all spiked on that. The US futures spiked on that, and your metals spiked on that. Whereas you can just see this 4 hour candle right here, where my cursor is, that's the engulfing candle to recapture this channel. That was on that news, or that was on that event. So everything was event driven. Pretty cool to see. Good for the markets, man. I mean, I don't know how, right? I mean, higher interest rates means it's going to be more expensive to borrow money in Japan, which kills, hurts, destroys the carry trade, which is what we've been living on for 13 plus years. So consequences initially kind of good. I mean, like price action wise, that's awesome. We'll see if it's real, right? Sometimes it's not what it looks like. It's never what it seems. But we can say today, going into the weekend, we did it, man. We did it. So Jesus chimes for the pump for everything. Maybe probably not going to see any more price action on these metals, even though we got another 50 minutes, 49 minutes and change. But it's spectacular. We can look at gold real quick. There's nothing to look at on gold. Gold is kind of just, it just exists now to placate the other metals. All right, the animal spirits are now going from probably gold into other metals, and this is like almost identical to all these cycles we had seen in crypto where Bitcoin starts the show, Bitcoin leads, it outperforms all the other cryptos, and then eventually after so much appreciation it finally just starts stalling out and going sideways, up, whatever. Again, placating the rest of the market where the animal spirits run to Ethereum and XRP and Solana, BNB, everything else. It's the same thing over here in the metals world. So not much to write home about. I mean, it's close, man. I mean, it's actually really close. Like 48 minutes. Like if it went maybe where it is right now or a dollar higher, it would be the second highest daily candle close literally ever if they just keep it propped up. And it's cool to see this channel right here, the heart lines being like regarded as support, the midpoint of the channel, fair market value, and you're just so close to a record, so close to all-time highs. You wonder when we're gonna get there. What's up, Anonymous, man?
Anonymous tipped $25. Can you please take a look at XMR/USD on Kraken? Thank you very much.
Well, look, Monero. Thank you, Anonymous. Yeah, appreciate you being here. Thank you for contributing to the crowdsource stream. 100% of it. I'll do what I can. I haven't looked at the privacy coin Monero in a while. I mean, I know we looked at Zcash and Dash. I was about to say Zash. You know, that's them fused together. Dragon Ball Z stuff. But okay, well, forget gold. Let's just real quick, we'll look at platinum, Unreal. Platinum over $2,000. That's a huge, huge deal. When was the last time we saw $2,000 platinum? It had to go all the way back, dude, to July of 2008. When the world was beginning to collapse, financially speaking. Like, not even kidding. That's it. I mean, it's a long time, man. Not too much further until you're testing probably 2085, 2100. And then if they break that, my God, 2200. And I'm just telling you, with what's going on right now, platinum will be seeing all-time highs this cycle. I don't know how long it's going to take, but this current cycle, what is ongoing, it's going to happen. It is beyond extremely high probabilities because you can't ever speak in true certainty, but over 2300 in time, in due course. Beautiful. I mean, they're breaking the channel. They just how many days now? 7-day win streak. It's no red candles, dude. And then you got the family member of platinum, palladium. Today I learned that palladium has had an ongoing 13+ year supply deficit. Did you know that? I didn't. And as you can see, going for the highest daily candle close since January 2023. Not as dramatic as platinum because it already had done the crazy thing just a few years ago, a couple years ago. Just waiting on the target of 1853. If they ever break that, I mean, over 2000 incoming, I think it's going to happen eventually. You're going to get way higher, 2300 level, and then we'll reassess at that point. But fundamentally speaking, metals super cycle going on. It's not even close to being over. I mean, this is not Mania. This is, oh yeah, they just concluded, the composite operator just concluded his accumulation campaign. Let's just say October. That's it. We're in the markup phase now. That can last a long time. and the markup phase occurs, and Mania doesn't happen until the markup phase is on its last leg. So you could go into a markup phase that then could conclude with a crazy manic phase that could take us to 4,000 maybe, you know, above all-time highs. You just don't know. This could last a long time, man. Very long time. Just keep that in mind. Crypto Moon Boys, I know you like the pump today. I want you to be like, dude, you said this. You like, dude, nothing changed. Just because you had a short squeeze on the Bank of Japan's rate decision doesn't mean the trend reversed. Look above my head. We're gonna look at Bitcoin and cryptos. All right, don't freak out, dude. But hey, rejoice if you're a long-term holder and you're still holding, and you know you needed something, man. I get it, dude. Because guess what? If you were holding long on these alts and you had today's price action, you're not very happy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, what? Solana's up 6%. Do you know what it's down in the past 3 months? A lot more than 6%. So you're still completely underwater, most likely, on altcoins, even after today. But hey, man, maybe someone speculated and bought. All right, let's look at 10 real quick. 10 did hit the highest level since March 15th, 2022, and had its highest daily candle close since March 8th, 2022. An ongoing streak of wins. Okay, just continuously pumping here, nearing an all-time high. You are at the highs today. You were literally 1.2% away from a record. Okay, so your industrial metals are equally starting to do things like the precious metals. Aluminum, same type of stuff. Look at this massive. I mean, it's massive for aluminum, dude. Okay, what a channel, what a trend. Yesterday it was a multi-year high, and today it continued a little bit more violently, where you had the highest daily candle close confirmed since May 23rd, 2022. And these are all multi-year highs on the weekly close and all that. But just beautiful to see. Taking them higher. You get kind of what's going on. Copper, 1.1%. It was the highest daily candle close since July. Back at that 1272. Yeah, but that's the thing. 42 minutes till it's closed. Excuse me, the daily close on copper. But we know the monthly. Eventually, this thing's probably going to be at 630 and beyond. It just might take 6 months. Slow going. You might pull back, but eventually, 630 and change. But so they're your metals. I mean, and then your miners. Oh my God, these miners, dude. Do you want to see some of them? I can show you. Gold miners, dude. Well, they're not that. Like KGC. That was, in fact, literally an all-time high. A record close on KGC today. Nemesis, or not Nemesis, Nemesis, the crypto. Newmont Gold, guess what? Record close today. Wasn't it? Was it a record? Or no? Wait. No. So some of these have these crazy old cycles where they're not even close to all-time highs, like CDE. But this one was another all-time high, right? See? Harmony. It was not quite an all-time, or a multi-year high or anything like that. EM shape, bro. Oh. But they're still taking it higher. It was like nearly the highest level since October. Okay, it wasn't. The silver miners were kind of crazy too. I know we had some multi-year highs on them. The silver miner ETF went nuts. HYMC, Highcroft Mining. This is Mania. I mean, kind of. Just the look at it, man. In 2 days, up over 16%, nearly 17% in 2 days. I mean, highest level since 2022. Remember how it all started? The humble beginnings. When we care about assets, they look like this. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes they turn into this. Straight line up, like you can't even believe it. It was prophetic. USAS, not quite there. Had a decent day, but not at the highs or anything like that. FSM, Fortuna Mining. It was like the second highest daily candle close ever today. Oh my God, look, they're trying to break out of this. Dude, can you imagine that? Like the top of ever 2016, 2020. They broke back out today and closed above that 970 resistance. It's a breakout. We'll see there's follow through, but this is where, oh, Mania. Okay, so easy to target. Fortuna, easy. High point to low point of the harmonic. I mean, your 1272 is 1187. Your 1618 is like 1445. CDE 6.6% up, you know, coming off that pretty nasty pullback, but you know, doing things back above 1616. Huge resistance back from 2016, and might be looking at $25 in time. ORLA. My God, man, that's wild. That was a record daily close. Yep, highest daily candle close ever on Orla Mining. New Pacific, no record, but it's up there. SVM, this was an old trade setup that hit the final target just this month, but is breaking that $8 level and looking for $9, $10. It's gonna be like $1 at a time. You could also Fibonacci if you want. You're right up against that harmonics top. 1068 would be your 1272, 144, 1163, 1618. Looking like $13. Insane. BVN, an old, amazing looking harmonic framework down here. Up against some resistance. That was, in fact, you can't even believe it, but it was the highest daily candle close on BVN since February 2013. You see where I'm kind of going here? I'm looking at these because it's like, this is a big deal, man. This is huge.
Afternoon, Mitch. Longtime lurker
Hello,
and
Jeffrey.
student of DA. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Roll Tide.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for the 1337. Merry Christmas to you as well, and Roll Tide. Yeah, big game tonight in Norman, Alabama. Our only kryptonite in college football that exists are the Oklahoma Sooners. We're 0-4 against them in regular season, but we did whoop that butt in the playoffs in 2018. They had Kyler Murray, but we are, you know, I kind of think about Alabama now as a Temu version of itself. It's a Temu Alabama team. So hopefully they can just not throw a pick six or get a block punt or something stupid. Like that's Temu Alabama. Just really dumb things that manifest into points for the other team. It's typically how we're just getting beat. So, or sack fumble. Oh my God, dude, just no run game. What worst rushing Alabama team we've had since 1990. Not even kidding. Yep. So I don't know how they can pull it off, but we'll see. All right, those are your miners. EXK, another miner. Just crazy up here, right? Crazy world. Wow. Probably heading to 1065, 1150, maybe all-time highs, $13 in time. Okay. All right. So that was like, I just wanted to look at those real quick, man. I know people just don't want to hear it because I don't know why you don't care about miners. We identified those harmonic developments nearly 2 years ago on this stream. Probably the only people in the world doing that. I mean, like for real. But yeah, people, hey, dude, what about crypto? Bitcoin's up 2.87%. All right. Did the trend reverse? Are we out? Did we break the supply line? Did we recapture 93K? Make a higher high? Nope. None of those things. But hey, man, it's congratulations. We did make, the selling pressure stopped. I guess they have defended an 86.3 level. Hopefully there's a follow through, but for now, it's just a big chop zone between like 85.5 and my God, 90K. A $5,000 little range here of chop. Good luck trading this. You ain't winning. You have no discernible edge. Don't even act like this is some sort of strategic. These moves are like, oh yeah, they can be played easily with an edge. Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, dude, it was so easy. Nah, dude, you're just gambling. Congratulations on making money on the casino pump that didn't make much sense. It was just driven by, again, the Bank of Japan's interest rate decision. A lot of other things pump too, and they're in better trends. So yeah, shorts. This is like why it's like shorting. This is why shorting's tough in crypto, man. Like in a downtrend, you can short it, but remember, it is an extremely illiquid market. There's just a lack of people participating. So the spread is wide, volume's low, and you are susceptible to dumb moves like this every freaking day, man. Look at all this chop. That's good luck with your portfolio. You can get destroyed in chop like that. So especially if you're levered, I couldn't even imagine. Wow. Gambler's worlds, the bot algo illiquid world of crypto. That's where we are. But hey, man, I won't take it away. You're up $2,444. In before it's down another 1,000 points before the close because these moves are jokes. We can look at Ethereum. Yeah, 5+%. My God, man, they're just testing 3K right now. A nice engulfing candle, and maybe a little, almost a Rick Saw reversal candle. Doji reversal kind of looks like it's in the making here. Could be, like, whatever. Not acting like we knew, but it was terrible price action what they were doing. If they break 3,000, hey man, you might have a date with 3,500. If not, see you at 2,400 in time. All we can do are look at the levels here. This trend is bad. It's not a good trend right now. And you're just doing the illiquid moves on news. All right. Dude, I'm always hoping, man. I hope that Ethereum buyers break 3K and we run to 3,500 all weekend. You know, I hope, man. Do not take it away from me. I'm not this mean man that just, you know, wants the worst for bag holders. But if I'm not going to also be the guy that's like smoking hopium and talking about, oh yeah, dude, there's a good chance at 3,500. There's not a good chance at 3,500. It doesn't, like, you're flipping coins here too, man. All right, your trend is not your friend. That's the problem. So having fun in this market, that's fine. I hope it continues to go well for you. Solana, that's great, man. They were not able to, you know, like after the breakdown, follow through candle, like the bearish engulfing, rejection candle, follow through candle yesterday. You're engulfing bullishly. You're recapturing some pretty key levels today. Kind of recapturing the flag, but let's, you know, that's step one to recovery, but there's like 15 steps, dude. 15-step program to reversing the trend here. Maybe you did step one today. Not enough, right? We got to do 14 more steps to get in a better spot for trend analysis. Because what happens if it's like, okay, it was a short squeeze, whatever. FOMO shorters getting wrecked. You know, they're probably covering their shorts at a loss and they don't want to deal with it. And then, oh, what happens on Sunday? They just rug it again. Yeah, it's not an easy market at all. There are better markets, better trends. TA is being respected so well in other markets. Oh my God, man. Oh, you could have just owned Rivian and you wouldn't have had to worry about anything. Nothing. You could have just bought the dragon, the silver bullish dragon. You wouldn't have had to worry about anything. But here, you're like stressing out every single day. You're like, what's going to happen? What candle's going to occur? Whether you're short or you're long, you're getting scammed out with wickage. Extremely illiquid market, man. That's what you get. Oh, XRP. Where's XRP, man? XRP gonna change the world. Nice bullish engulfing candle, but a little bit worse shape, I think, than maybe even Solana and Ethereum, where they're barely even trying to recapture 190. That's like kind of the major bottom of the zone, I think. Testing 191 as resistance. So there's a like step one. Okay, if you this is not even step one of recovery. You got to get above 196 probably to be step one of a major reversal recovery fake out. So there's more work to be done on XRP. Just because you have one green candle, do not get like excited. Immigrant Son, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 20. The thank you is mutual. Okay. For the contribution and for watching and hanging out with me on Friday afternoon. It is power hour for metals, commodities. Still kind of reeling, getting over that ailment. I don't know. Just, it was like the fatigue bug. Like, good God, dude. I'm still like really tired. But thank God it wasn't anything too severe, like with major symptoms. Because I'm very fortunate tonight. I will be attending a VIP ringside Jake Paul fight just down the road from where I'm at, where I live. It will be exciting. Not sure what I'm going to wear, but it will be crazy. A who's who of e-celebs and other folks too. Why is Bitcoin Cash ripping? Something's going on with it, man. I mean, it's pretty good. Like, dude, Bitcoin Cash, the selling pressure never really came in during these really dramatic drawdowns. Yeah, I mean, like, they defended 483 and they confirmed it. And then look at the 200 moving average, how the market participants are trading or correlating positively to that. And now it's running, going for its highest daily candle close, quite possibly since December of last year. You might have a 1 year high on the close in 2 hours, 27 minutes if it stays where it is or higher, maybe a little higher, because it's right at that high from September. So this is such an anomalous situation, but you just got to wonder, they take it here and then there's a lot of supply. Could it type 2 return of a bear shark? Oh my God, please no, please don't. Just go to 700 and beyond, because this was a great looking one way back. Right, 1 and 2 here, the monthly double bottom, if you remember, correlating to a key level from history. That one was great. So I hope this continues. It is anomalous, certainly. So much stronger than all the majors, that's for sure. Stronger than Bitcoin, by far, the real Bitcoin here. It's not just aerospace stocks ripping, dude. It's a lot of things ripping today. A lot of small caps, crypto, metals, metal miners, big tech. Kidding me? Big pharma? Are you kidding me? It is just a liquidity bonanza. That's what we have in today. What we had. What's going on? So, like, for instance, your S&P 500 up 1%. My God, dude, are they just gonna... You gotta understand, if we're rectangling on this pullback, and if they go test 69.25 again, we're talking about a confirmed partial decline. Like, you have a potential partial decline.
Who will win, Paul versus Joshua?
Preston, that's a great question, man. Kind of Joshua, that dude is a physical specimen. What was he, a former 2-time heavyweight champion? But he's 36, so he's like kind of beyond his prime. But you look at him and you're like, this dude is not. How's this dude beyond his prime? Look at him. He's like Ivan Drago of 2025. What? The American Ivan Drago, right? That is, you know, Vegas thinks it's gonna be a beatdown. Like, Jake's gonna get demolished. That's Vegas. I think to take Joshua, it's like minus 1100, minus 1200, meaning to win, you would have to risk $1,100 to make $100. So that means like it's almost, Vegas is almost like, it's almost certain that Joshua will defeat Jake Paul. So with that being said, to me, I placed a bet, but it's not on a Victor. My bet, max bet, by the way. I got a lot tonight on the over 2.5 rounds. The match will last. This boxing match will last. So if we make it to round 3 or round 2.5 plus, I get paid. That's the big one for me. Yeah. Not good odds or anything like that. It's, you know, kind of Vegas thinks that will happen. It's minus 160 though. So that's to me, that's the play, I think. I don't think like Jake's getting knocked out in 2 rounds. Like that's, I have big money on that. So it'll be good though. It'll be good. I've got, you know, like Jake's, you know, he's a friend, and I've got like my really good friend is his best friend, and I've got word and stuff about how it's been going. And yeah, like Jake will definitely do better than probably most people think in this, but that's why they play it. So yeah, and like the odds are most like the Vegas also does think that Jake Paul will get knocked out. That's what Vegas thinks based on the odds. At least yeah, it's like minus 600 or something like that for that outcome. Yeah. Kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm very excited. My former, you know, my alma mater will be playing in a playoff game in Norman at the same time that I am ringside at the Jake Paul fight. I mean, that is like overload of sensation. Gonna be an entertaining night. I hope it goes the way I want it to on both fronts. All right, anyway, so that's crazy. The rectangle, man, that was a strong candle, and it's not even closed yet. You're at the highs of the day right now. Again, if they see this again, you have a quite possibly a 70% chance of a bullish breakout. And that would probably be the least, you know, people calling for a correction. They've recaptured that 67 level from early October. So that's defended as support. So not bad. What a comeback. And then we talked about yesterday, the NASDAQ is in a worse spot because it did not make the same high. It made a lower high. But here you are, you know, like nice 1.47% move, high of day right now, ticked higher. And, you know, supply line, I guess, is right there. Right here. So we will see. No edge or anything. Like, then the structure isn't even really, it's just so early in its development. It may not be anything. It's just, that's, again, we're just looking at the index fund because that's what you do. It doesn't mean there's a trade setup or anything actionable. I'm just showing you, okay? Well, what are y'all's thoughts on the fight? How will it end? Let me know in the chat. Jake Paul fight. Dow Jones
bagged on the Rivian. Can we look at Chinese stocks? Maybe we can look at IQ? Also Joe Nation.
Joe Nathan? What?
I like turtles.
Oh, thank you. Stray. Play you, Stray? Sorry, sometimes this, all these third-party things are weird. Yeah, that was Stray. Thank you, dude. What, you don't want to look at Rivian, bro? Kidding me, man? So the Dow Jones futures, yeah, you know, where it was a few days ago. Okay. These small caps, though. Yeah. Up against that big resistance from October. Yeah, to break that would be a major breakout for sure. And that's where we could go into price discovery if they could break it, but they didn't yet. So, okay. Let's look at Rivian real quick, because come on, man. Like, really? Only up 26% in 2 days. Just never forget, man. why I'm here. People can say a lot of things they want to about me, whether they're good or they're bad, but I don't think anyone could say I'm not here with your best interest in mind. Like, I think that is certain. And this one, it was Baba Jr. It is now beginning to play out. It is becoming Baba itself. And all you had to do was just have conviction on the structure and never lose hope. Not micromanage your position, not freak out. Oh my God, the AI event. Oh my God, triple bearish divergence, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yes, dude, yes. All I could do was try to like be a therapist for you. Like, sir, just calm down. It's going to be okay. The structure is completely valid. And finally, composite operator marking it up, and you'll probably next week fill the gap at 23.43. They took it and did not fill the gap at the close. You kind of ran out of time, right? It's a little bit higher for that gap fill, and then, you know, the overhead resistance is going to take you to 24.76. Probably a good profit taking level there if you got in earlier in the 12s or 13s and shave a little off, because they could definitely pull it back. I mean, I cannot be that surprised if they just fill the gap and they run it up, and then we get some sort of pullback like that. You know, that wouldn't be a big deal at all. That'd be pretty natural, normal stuff. Baba did it. Baba would take this thing down to 1567 again after hitting 24.59 in its own respective way, in its own chart. So don't be surprised, man. Pullbacks happen, but if you remember how I had this at one point, I deleted it because it just didn't make sense to keep it up. It was like, you're gonna get runs and pullbacks, and then you're gonna run again, and then you're gonna pull back, and then it's gonna be, oh my God, what about, is it over for Rivian? It's like, no, probably not. Is it over for Baba? No, not even over for Baba yet. And Baba hit four targets. Took a year. So, and Baba's still just consolidating in a long-term uptrend now. And guess what? The structures we identified, that structure on Baba we identified, was the cycle trend reversing structure. Guess what? Same thing on Rivian. This is the cycle and trend reversing structure. So this will be in an uptrend for a long time, most likely. That's why I was salivating, because when you see these, you get an eye for them after 17 years in the markets, and it's just like, oh my God, this is the one, probably. So anyway, hype in the chat. Who did it, man? Let me pull up the chat real quick. Sorry, I've just kind of been going because I'd like to provide the value while I can, while I've got your attention. What's up, Zenpow, Baby Genius, Silver Stones, and Checkmate? What's up, dude? That's really kind of you, man. I don't know if that's true or anything, but thank you for thinking so highly of me. I'm grateful, man, and humbled. SoFlo, Mick, what's up, dude? Oh, it's G-Dog, man. What's up, dude? Chip Flippers here. We got the usual suspects in here, dude. And some new, like some other faces that are not so regular. Okay. We have buying time on LAC? Meh. Maybe. Like, probably. Like, I maybe, yeah. Like, LAC, I hadn't looked at it in a minute on stream. It's been correcting after what do you want, man? 120% off the structure? Just get out of here, dude. Who even cares? Like, what are they doing? Is it up against any sort of strategic level? Not really. No, I mean, like, they could take it to 382, man, and it'd probably be a better entry from where it is right now. I mean, it was up 5% today. What wasn't up 5%, you know? Like, okay. This was just a news-driven, it played out, and then it crapped out, and it's probably going to be in an uptrend for a long time. This is probably, yeah, like, to the extent of its downside, probably going to take it to 382 at the worst, okay? And they'll probably defend that, or they might, man, if they lose it, you'll wait for them to recapture, reconfirm, something like that. Oh my God, yeah, let's re-enter or add. Yeah, absolutely. Something like that, an 886, Dude, that would be a dream if we could get this in the next 4 or 5 months. Okay. Remember, it's like, is it a good time? It's like, dude, are the structures there? Are the consolidation structures there that we know and we've seen a million times, that have played out a million times? I don't think so. I don't think there's really like a great structure here yet. And is it correlating to any sort of level specifically right now? I don't really know or think so. I mean, maybe someone out there could be like, well, yeah, bro, that 458 one time in 2017, they're holding on to it. Okay. There's probably a better entry at 382. Just being real. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So, check on Baba real quick. Remember Baba, the Hall of Famer? Same sort of Rivian thing played out. Yeah, they're just wedging right now. Who knows how long this will last? They could extend this down until February to 140, hit the 200 moving average. It could fail. They could take it down to 120 again, put in a deep retrace. There'd be a value trade down there, a real nice value trade. You just go from like your previous low to high. So they're like, you know, people are like, is it Baba time again? It's like, not sure. Because when you look at these wedges, you're only at a 50% retrace from the previous low to high. That's not really good value. Value is 786s, 886s. So this would be the value trade between 114 and 123.
Is there a setup ongoing for Dow, or am I mistaken? Thank you and the community.
What's up, somehow for Dow Chemical? I'm not sure if there is. Let me check my notes here. There's something going on. We'll look at it and then we'll like go deeper into it. Come. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Anyway, so looked at these metals and index funds and some movers today. Rocket Lab went berserk. Dude, y'all want to look at nanonuclear. This is very interesting, okay? Some of y'all remember this. This was a Bossity athlete. You remember someone brought it up and started looking into it, and it's like, dude, portable nuclear, mini nuclear reactors? Are you kidding me? What a dream concept. No working product for years to come, but what an idea. And on that idea, it turned into it was a massive 886 Gartley Type 2. And look what it did. I mean, it was so great. And then they took it down to the bottom of the channel and then rallied it from there to a new all-time high, the head and shoulders and the correction. But now look at it. I mean, it's up 9% today. I understand. And it could dump, and maybe they take it to 28.83. You might get lucky. But you were back to that. What is this? The oversold threshold of just an all-time uptrend on nanonuclear. Just interesting chart, right?
Buddy the Elf tipped $25.67. RXRX, please.
Yeah, dude. Let's go take shots of maple syrup, dude. Buddy the Elf, right? Likes candy. Get some Denny's tennis shoes. You know, Denny's tennis shoes and with maple syrup in them. That'd be Buddy the Elf's perfect tennis shoe right there, wouldn't it? Thank you, dude. So I don't know. I'm just like, I was scanning some today and I saw, I'm like, wow, that, I wonder if they're trying to confirm a bottom now or if they're going to pull it back a little bit more and try to confirm it a little lower. But you're just in this zone of maybe like very incremental bidding, just a little bit, not your 100% allocation, maybe 5%. You know, like, okay, it's up 9%, you know, 5% of the 100. I'll draw, it's down 5%. On Monday. Oh, okay, another 5%, 10% of your 100% allocation. You just little bits of bidding where if it dumps, it's not really a big deal, and you just kind of start building a base here, and maybe your stop loss just would be below $28. Below 28, you say, nope, I don't want any more of this. It's just interesting, okay? Thought that was cool to see. mRNA was like a Wyckoff accumulation structure. My God, man, look what they've done. What a win streak. Holy crap. This is like the dream, man. This is so educational because it's like a range bottom, right? And you can see the price action, how it correlates. And this right here was it. That's the spring back test early at the beginning of the month. The inflection zone was violated, recaptured, reconfirmed. that is what you're looking for if you're a range-bound trader. And sometimes you luck out and the range gets broken to the upside. So it was the highest daily candle close on mRNA since July 25th. Nearing probably a aggressive profit taking level for a harmonic trader, ANC point. But interesting, right? As it just had been destroyed for so long, rightfully so. These people sold poison to the masses. They lobbied it. Evil people, man. But congratulations, technicals. You know, we're pretty good down here. That's nice. Okay. Micron hit a fresh all-time high, I believe. Did it? Yes, it did. It's going nuts again, man. Semiconductors waking back up. Kind of crazy. Speaking of that, Nvidia, what a rally today off the lows. Just 2 days ago, you made your lowest daily candle close since September. And they might be gunning for 183.40 again. Just remember, like, you gotta be, if they can make a higher high than 187, easy 195 target. And maybe it was a bad dream, you know. And this is, of all assets, where you're looking for a potential bear structure to fail miserably, this is the one. Okay, this is the one. I think it's done it before. I think we've had like you've had a crazy head and shoulders pattern. But the one we're seeing now in 2025, it's kind of worse than this one. But I guess if we plotted the, instead of a rectangle range, we did that. Like they broke it. They broke the neckline that was slanted. But once they recaptured that, look at the consequences. So that's what we're going to be using this structure for. Okay. We're going to be utilizing this structure for who's in control.
Can we look at
for
SMR?
real.
There's a big shark at a key level of 16.10 and bullish divergence on 4 hours.
What's up, Cole Hatcher? Thank you, dude, for the 20. We can look at SMR. Yeah. Sure thing, dude. Appreciate you. So, again, we'll be... So you're talking about performance. Not very good. Okay. This is not good performance so far. Remember how we target for head and shoulders patterns, like measured moves, 100% measured move. It's a tall, very tall pattern. So your measured move would be down in the 150s. Well, you're not even close. So performance so far has been bad. Not very good. And with a candle today, let's see just what happens. Let's let the dust settle next week. And we could just say, if we recapture 183.40, remember what we had last time, remember? It could be I wonder if it's the same situation. They recapture, and they start running. Could very well be the same situation. And that would be probably catching everyone off, because I think like everyone and their mother thinks we're screwed on big tech. Like everyone thinks it's over. Like talking heads, like who's talking about Nvidia heading back to 213 anytime soon? I haven't heard anybody, so we'll keep this all in mind. All right, we don't trust these head and shoulders on Nvidia because it's Nvidia, and if Nvidia actually plays out bearishly, man, this market's in a lot of trouble. I just don't know how is the market gonna like. You know, there's never been a time in history where the S&P, okay, this is a stat, okay? Spider. There's never been a time in history where the S&P 500 draws down 20+%, then recovers, and then breaks to an all-time high, and then has a 20+% correction anytime soon. So if you're hoping for this to happen again, in this context, it's literally never happened in the stock market's history. So make of that what you will. Yeah. Remember, trend is friend, dude. Trend is friend. And Colin Tops, good luck, man, with a money printer, the weaponry. They will do these boomers will do anything they need to to make sure their 401ks, their retirements do not implode into craters. So we'll see who wins. Okay. I don't know if there's enough bobos out there. Okay, let's get into some of these requests and I'll just get out of here. Because yeah, like I'm at like record lows on viewership, dude. So I don't even know what to do about that, man. Like I don't even know, man. Like portfolios hitting like all-time highs, and my God, things are going great. Making money. But it's like, wow, my YouTube is like, it's over. Like I'm done. I'm like cooked, bro. I'm cooked. I don't know how or why, because like the TA is being more respected than I've ever seen it be respected on these setups, dude. It's crazy. Anyone got an idea? My God. All right. Monero on Kraken. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is for Anonymous. Hold on one second. My music stopped. Excuse me. Yeah. All right. Monero is going for its highest daily candle close since May 11th, 2021. Multi-year highs on deck. 2 hours to go. It's imminent. Super strong trend. This is probably going to break 467. It's probably going to see an all-time high based on this trend. There's, yeah, something going on with it. People want privacy. They want definite privacy, and they're getting it. Okay. How much to talk about? I mean, you're going to go test 467 again. You know what's really going on locally? Extremely, it's a wave structure that is extremely bullish in the short term. It's a bearish structure when it completes, but this is a butterfly. So minimum target on Monero is 512, 513. And then the threshold, if things get crazy, you're looking for a 1618. You have a very bullish wave structure in the making. And I say it's a bearish pattern when it completes, but the wave structure is bullish because you're possibly going in the C to D wave, the larger wave up. And that would take you to all-time highs, 565 at maximum, the craziness. And if you went to a harmonic optimum price, it'd be a 192, and that's like 612. So you could be like $600 target on Monero in time on the crab. So a lot of upside. This thing's stupidly strong. As you can see, it's like legging up where you had your trend. It was up trending, and then they legged it up with that much higher low in August. And now like it's just starting to accelerate. The higher lows are steepening. That's demand is accelerating. So can't even get anyone to answer my question. Dang, dude, it's tough, dude. It's tough. I might start just doing static videos. My God, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, it's just kind of like, hey man, if my viewership just keeps going down, it's like clearly I'm not providing something that is of value to the people, right? Like when my viewership just does this, as the TA keeps doing this, our portfolios keep doing this, and I keep going live, and my numbers should keep doing this. It's like it will eventually. It's trending towards zero. I'm like an S coin now. My channel is dead. Man, it is just it's hard. Like I try to not think about it, but just sometimes when I accidentally go into my YouTube studio and see the view, I'm like, oh my God, I'm dead. It's over. It was a good 8 years, man. Okay, so that was Monero. It's insane. See, next request was IQ. Yeah, which IQ we talked about. It may be filling a gap lower. you got there, man. As of like, it's kind of going lower though. I mean, it's such a route, you know. I don't know here, man. Like, how about we just reassess? We got to reassess and we got to wait. I mean, this might be the
Hey,
best.
1NYSE, weekly please. Appreciate the work rate. Been great year.
So, G-Dog, thank you, dude. Yo, look at AW. It has been a great year, man. Like, making money. Like, oh my God. Like, it's crazy. So this was the idea. This was the max threshold idea where it's like, all right, we might get ourselves a three birds stoned at once dragon pattern. But not if the bids don't come in. Like you're asking, if it keeps dumping like this, you're done. I mean, like it might be going for a full 886. Like if the buyers do not come in to recapture 186 next week and it continues to draw down, you're looking for a 166 target. And then you got an M shape down there. And then it might be like, hey, maybe we'll reset. It's just garbage. Chinese garbage. It was a great start and then just the wheels fell off. And that sometimes happens. For sure. Just reading some chat. All right, so yeah, you're on the death's throw here. I mean, it might be cooked. Well, we will wait to see if some bids come in, and if they don't, you're going 166. If they do come in, it might be a pristine buying, like the bottom. But they didn't come in today, did they? Not really. Can't say it's a dragon yet because you don't have a true pivot yet. You got to pivot. They haven't, so disappointing. So we'll look at down now for Zenpal. Down Incorporated. We have a setup. I don't think we have a true setup, like a, you know, posted setup or anything, but man, you're kind of down here, aren't you? Definitely down here. What a range. Now the problem is, right? Like the 2090 is the bottom of the trading range, and you're like in the middle.
What's up, Mitch? Can we check ABA 4 hours confirming support?
Yeah, Chase, we can definitely do that. ABAT. ABAT. Certainly. I think so, Flo. Yeah, so with this one, how do you manage your risk in this situation? It's a lot harder. I would think that at this point, one thing that you could think about is maybe, just maybe, so they have recaptured 2189. I'm not sure if we have a formal back test. Maybe if we got some sort of, what would be amazing, bro, is if we got something like this, this, and then this. That would be a dream where you could strategize that old all-time low from 2020. And you get a little spring back test, recapture, reconfirm, and then a higher low than the previous low and maybe a little shark there. That would be awesome. Until then, you kind of got to wait and see. What I'll do is I'll have an alert set up at 2189 or right around there, 22 bucks. And this is something to start monitoring. But I think you want to remember there are certain pieces of price action that occur on these charts that give us a discernible edge. And that has not occurred yet. What I just painted would be the edge, would be the event that is actionable. That's the signal event. And until that happens, can't really sign off. I hope that happens. And if it does, it will be a no-brainer, low-risk, high-reward opportunity setup. So, hey, set your alert up at 2189, 22 bucks, and then you really start honing in on those levels. So, okay. Thanks again, Zimpao. All right, Buddy the Elf wants RXRX, which I'm sure probably did well today. I'm thinking about Regeneron and Moderna. No, it didn't do well today. My God, it's actually very scary. It actually did the thing that we wish it could do, and it never did it. Wow. Okay, this is not good, man. Like, this price action is the worst thing you could dream of, actually. Oops, sorry. Yeah, very bad. Okay, think about what they're doing now. They have lost 501, which is the bottom of the trading range. Beautiful range, right? Gorgeous. And they like did some stuff, right? And then now it was kind of like they were trying to develop a bullish pattern, and then it failed. And now they're formally regarding the bottom of the trading range from 2022 as resistance, not once but twice. That right there, man, is brutal. And that is hands off. You do not want to mess with an asset until things change, until you're recapturing 594 for real, holding it. But they lost the local low here from August. That's bad, man. Like, if they continue to put in higher lows consecutively again, third time through rising valleys, all right. But now with this, got to be real careful. I can't. And it's below the 200-day moving average so well. And both these tests, they couldn't even test the 200. Such a lack of demand. It's awful. So I would stay away from this. Could be going into price discovery the bad way. Like 382 on deck. They break 382. You would just be targeting probably Fibonacci. Your 1272 would be 287. That'd be your first target in bearish price discovery if this is actually going to play out. So until we recapture 594, there's nothing to do but to look at it and say, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Bearish price action correlation to key level. So what should have been support is now resistance. Are you kidding? It's the worst. All right. Sorry, Buddy the Elf. I thought it might have been okay because we're looking at the other biotechs and stuff. They've been doing okay. All right, SMR for coal. New Scale Power Corporation. What a bubble pop. I get it. I get what you're looking at here. You're saying, hey man, see this peak from 2022. We made it. We did make it. Sorry. We did make it here, but I'm sure there's not even divergence yet. Ugh. Maybe a little on the RSI if they hold it. Maybe today they tried to put in an inverted hammer. Maybe. But yeah, it'd still be higher risk. You can try your best to take a long here if you want, but it's not a strong setup at all. But yeah, this thing is absolutely destroyed, and it is at that 886. I like that. You know, you were like, dude, from this low to high, you're at an 886. Yeah, value perceived area that's confluent with the support resistance from 2022, a high from 2024. I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, hey, if someone could take a shot here if they wanted, but there's really not much below you if it doesn't hold, right? And there's no real signature that implies it's holding. So, but yeah, you're right at it, man. You're right at this level, this deep value perceived area and support. Where are you gonna say your stop? Maybe 15 bucks. Problem is, locally, I don't think you have quite enough yet to say you have an increased probability over a coin flip that it's gonna reverse here. But yeah, I can see why you requested it, and that maybe it's something to continue looking at every day on SMR. Maybe we start rallying off this level and it looks a little bit more apparent than they're putting in a slightly lower low, confirmation low 1 and then 2. But remember, stuff like that, short-lived rallies, and then they might come for a retest later. So I get you, man. M shape, yeah, it's like a shark pattern, close to a shark pattern. Hitting the PRZ initially, but there's no evidence that this potential shark pattern is even real yet, because you have to have a reaction, and there's been no reaction. So I get you, man. Not a bad request. Understand. Thanks again. Cool Hatcher. G-Dog wants Hey W. This might be a banger, dude. Hayward Holdings on the weekly. The weekly. Yeah, they recaptured the level. Oof. Barely, right? My God. Very interesting. I like the low. I like all these lows coming in higher than the lowest low from 2022. That's cool. See all that? It's, you're buying at the top, right? Some sort of peak. What are they doing? Yeah, 1568. Typically, right? We're always looking for those local confirmation lows. If we can help it at supports, this would be some sort of potential breakout buy. And the problem with this is looking at the MACD. It's like that's clear divergence, bearish divergence. So you've got some contradicting stuff. Why not, right? I mean, the asset rallied off its low point. I mean, my God, 57% in 210 days. And they're still not able to really take out that October high. So I understand why you'd request it because of this. For now, there's some positive price action correlation to the March 2021 low or high. Yeah, no, that's a low, and it's now being regarded as a support 2 weeks in a row. So, I mean, it's like, it'd probably be pretty easy. Okay, stop loss below that, let it ride. But what's your upside? It's kind of hard to tell. It might be 1687. This could just be it may not be an uptrend. I mean, like, the uptrend could conclude, right? This initial move down here, you've never come close to threatening it after it took 3 years plus now. And this is all you've done when you've got all these assets making all-time highs. There's no controversy. They don't have this crap. So it's not like this is why you're requesting it. I get it. But you are requesting after a huge rally, and it could have limited upside. And if it loses 1568, there could be a lot of downside. Like, think about, it could be like a bearish dragon pattern in the making right now. And there's just like, eventually, you know, they could turn it into this. And then we see an 886, and then maybe a better entry would be like at 12, you know, value. Like a shark, like a predictable pattern, like a pattern that we know well. This up here is kind of, they're kind of stalling out up above a resistance support, but kind of, right? I get you though. I completely understand. And I'm not even crapping on it at all. But you know, it's always about like, what are the ones that give us those 65, 70+% chance of those positive outcomes? It's always when they're hitting the second low, the lower low, the slightly lower low, maybe the same low, all at a trading range bottom. The M shape's completed. There's bullish divergence. It's there on both oscillators. It's on the weekly and the monthly sometimes, the daily, even the 12-hour. And this is like kind of not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's okay. It doesn't mean it can't play out. It doesn't mean like, hey, we're identifying it, and that might mean that we're going way higher next. And if someone was gonna strategize it, it'd just be I don't think you have an edge at all. Right? There's no increased probability that it's gonna go way higher. But if you were gonna like maybe gamble a little, easy to set a stop, right? You just cut your losses extremely quick below 1568 and just let it ride, right? That's probably how you'd play it, you know? So thank you, G-Dog Man. I don't know if that helps at all. But it's always about like reinforcing, looking for the best ones if you can help it, you know? Falling bear pattern. I mean, you could go short, you know, and have a stop loss above 1687 for real. If you wanted. Okay, so ABAT for Chase. American Battery Technology. Well, nothing actionable, unfortunately. Your action was 90 cents. The closer you are to major inflection points from history, 1 and 2, right? Confirmation. That's the ticket. Now, how do you really play it strategically? Yeah, I don't think you can. Like, you see, you're below 527. That'd be, if you were talking about it being some sort of range, is between 90 cents and 527. And it could this could turn against you so fast. It could draw down and go square up at like 237. I don't think you really have much going on here. And there's probably like a demand line that you're not even hitting. Yeah, I don't even know, man. Like maybe like that. Come on down to 274. Remember, it's always about the same thing. Like we can look at it. Yeah, it's been uptrending. Absolutely. But is it at an actionable area right now as I'm speaking to you? It doesn't look like it. And if it is, it's not the best. And if you look above you, do you have max upside potential? If it rallied from here, you do not. The max upside potential area is 90 cents because look left. History shows you what happens. Oh, 527 if they hold 90. And you're just removed from 527. You failed to break it. And they could reset this thing back down to 90 cents again. And that's probably the only area to give a crap about it. But yeah, it's been uptrending. That's great, man. I hope it continues. I really do. Break 527, there could be some serious consequences again. But you remember this channel, right? It's always just going to be about, do you have the edge? Do you have the structures? Are the structures correlating positively to the key levels? Do you have max upside potential? You got to have all those things. They all have to be there for it to be a good setup. And 99% of the time, for real, it's just not going to be there on any given asset on any given day. And it takes, you got to scan through hundreds of charts to find them, to find that Rivian, to find that Exos, to find that ACHR. I know G-Dog looked through a lot of crap. I didn't even know ACHR existed until he brought that up. And we had looked at it at the type 1, and then the type 2 came back, and we revisited it, and other people from the community found. It's just like, dude, there's so many assets out there. It takes a lot of scanning to find exactly what we need for an actionable setup. And Rivian just happened to be one of them. Black happened to be one of them. Silver had the makings of a Velocity athlete. Anatol, yeah, dude, I'm a dead streamer, dude. I'm dead. It's over for me, dude. 3:30 watching. Yep. It'll be 200 next week, 100 the week after, and then at that point it'll be over. So, but dude, 8 years. I've given my life, and I've not sold out, and I've kept my integrity, and you know it, and it's empirical. So, if I'm gonna die as a streamer, I guess this is the best way to die. Where you kept it all, you kept the integrity. I just never, and you know, this all started, it was random. It was like I got approached to start live streaming. You know, I never in my life thought I was going to live stream, didn't care about it, didn't want it, but then it was like, oh, well, I'm just doing what I was doing anyway, hanging out with people, posting charts, and people were asking questions, I was answering them, and then it turned into this, and that was as far as it went, you know. And the only way to do it now is to be like a high quality videos, and you know, the camera zooms in and there's editing and there's little quips and there's, you know, things popping up on the screen. That's the only way to do it on YouTube now.
Shout out to the Discord Rivian Doomers from the other day, was buying at $15 to $16 while others were waiting for it to drop more. You know who you are.
What's up, Jimmy? Thank you, dude. Well, Rivian it didn't matter what happened. You had to have conviction and patience. That was it. Conviction and patience, and you win. Composite Man wanted your shares, your last remaining shares, that AI event, and he got some, I think. Yeah, getting to that point where live streaming should be on the Patreon. But dude, JR, the whole point of me existing is I don't monetize. I don't paywall. The Patreon's virtually a way to just support the live streams. And yeah, you get the trade setups delivered to you, and you get education and access to premium Discord. There are definitely amenities involved with a Patreon, but like, I'm trying to make it to be like someone could be on McDonald's Wi-Fi. They could be homeless, destitute. They could be about to unalive themselves, and they find my channel and they find purpose in their life. Like that's happened. I've had people come to me and tell me that. And it's like people going through some seriously bad times. And it's like, last thing I want to do is like block those people from being able to find me. So it's just like, yeah, it's just a tough spot to be in. Yeah. For growth anyway. For, you know, everything else, like whatever, you know, I don't. Oh yeah, up 6 figures on portfolio today. Yep. Okay. Like, see, like, it's not about the money. It's about the reach and the message. Good to hear, Evan. That's good, man. Yeah, 10/10, man. October 10th, they killed crypto. Like, the crypto we knew, it's over. It's been over. And you get illiquid scam pumps like today, and there's no edge. There's nothing implying that it's going to happen. No higher high was made. You're still trading below all resistance points, supports, resistance. It's just like, it's the chop zone. It's for, hey man, you think you want to give it a shot? You're about to get wrecked. You want to go long? Wrecked. You want to go short? Wrecked. Yeah. Bitcoin's weekly here. 2 days, 2 hours to the close. Could be better, could be worse. See, on the weekly, you're just below 91.2, which is like definitely the support, you know? And that 3 weeks testing and failing in a row.
What's up, man? Can we check out Can It's More at a level emo? Thank you.
Yeah, Chase, thank you, dude. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, I love Crypto Face too. And then, yo, I do too. He's a great guy. He's my buddy. We hang out in real life sometimes. Canon Incorporated. Well, this one played out, right? Like, go to it. This thing was a trade setup situation, the accumulation structure, the positive price action correlation, the key level. Look, it played out and then it round tripped, and that happens a lot. So it's over. Like, I mean, it's back here, and see what you want when an asset hits a key level. You typically want something to develop there locally, and we just made it back like this week, right? And it was terrible until today. I mean, it was at the lowest point. You just made the lowest weekly candle close on Canan since September. I mean, this one was beautiful. And here you're back. I see, the problem is maybe you got a little MACD bullish. A little. You got a lot of divergence right here on the MACD, not on the RSI. It's garbage on the RSI. So, and they didn't quite even test the 71 to 75 cent level, right? They almost got there. And the problem is, like, where are we anchoring here? You know, you probably, like, for real, probably want to anchor at the lowest point to highest point. 886 to 76. See, you want it to go a little lower, for real. You actually want this thing to lose another. I'm just saying, for all the criteria to be met for what we want, you want it to go down another 12, 13%. The 886 is confluent with 71.9 cents, the swing low back from 2024. You want it to go right there. And then after, what we want is, yeah, maybe a dragon pattern or something. But yeah, you're getting close. Getting close to, maybe you could, if you wanted to, remember 100% allocation, you could have put in 3%. 5%, 4% as it continues to lose value and it's getting closer to that 72-cent level. It's very incremental amounts, nothing crazy, you know, if you wanted. But it was a trade and a setup that played out. It was incredible. And it's over now. And it's like, yeah. The time to care about this was back in August and September, man. Can-An. Yeah, good luck looking up Can-An on the Discord. Ain't gonna happen, man. What's up, Wits, man? Freaking go. Let's go, baby.
Merry Christmas, Mitch.
Wow, Wits, man. Thank you so much for the $100 super chat. Weekly top super, $189.96. Thanks so much for that, dude. Merry Christmas to you as well and your family. Very grateful for you and all the people that support this channel. And yeah, I hope y'all are making some money, man. Because despite how bad crypto's been, who in this community's cared about crypto? We've been talking about it being garbage since beginning of late October, early November. I mean, I have a tweet that says distribution confirmed October 28th or 29th. It's cooked. And it's been bad ever since. And there's just been nothing to do in crypto, really, outside of a couple privacy coins, which looks like Monero is going to hit all-time highs soon. Looks amazing. Bitcoin Cash, for some reason, looks decent, anomalous, but it's not out of the woods, maybe. But there's just been better markets, better assets in those markets to make money. And come on, Tesla hitting all-time highs. Shoot, dude. Rivian. A lot of good things. So W don't know, indeed. So Brown Time, thank you, dude. That's it, man. It's we don't look at charts as just green and red candles. We literally look at it as the psychology of buyers and sellers. It is an ongoing battle between them, an eternal battle. And someone always wins. And we're just looking for those consolidation structures that have been studied for 100 years to present themselves to us at key levels so we can identify them and possibly go long on them, have tight stops in case the trade fails, with max upside potential if it succeeds. 3-to-1 reward to risk minimum. That's it. That's right, James. American Airlines generational bottom. Yep. What's up, A1? All good people. Who you mentioned.
Charts save lives. Passion in the process, art in the patience. Financial blessings will come. Stick around if you're new here.
New people here, Andrew. That's one thing that's certain. Ain't no one watching this stream is new. But thank you, dude. And charts are the arts. IMO Andrew. This in a way is art. What we're doing is a form of art. But yeah, 88,162 on Bitcoin. It's a great day for a rally, for a squeeze, but it has not changed anything yet. We got a lot more work to be done. Hopefully the buyers can continue to come in this weekend on these altcoins to recapture these extremely critical levels. And if they don't, at some point we'll be legging down again. And that'd be good, because then we might have wonderful opportunity in the future for new structures to develop at much lower levels. So value. All right. Well, thank you all for coming out. Really appreciate it. Raul, thanks for being here, man. All right. Well, it's been fun. I'm in the chat for silver and metals and Rivian. I'll be back. Till next time. Respect the T. A.